Georgia rapper by the name of Lil Tony was interviewed by Christian evangelist Bryce Crawford. They talked about a few interesting topics. The one that stood out to me the most was when Lil Tony exposed the industry. He started off by saying he knew God was real because of an interaction he had with those who are in the occult. He didn't name these individuals, but what he said is shocking. Let's check this out.
Shoot. This is what made me start getting into God right before I got locked up again.
Yeah.
This is how I knew God was talking to me though. I was straddling the fence still on belief. This is why I was telling you I didn't know what to believe because I was getting into all the spirituality. I ain't know what to believe. And God sent me a real encounter. So I went up. I got booked for a photo shoot. They took me all the way up this mountain. I was on top of the mountain. We finished the photo shoot. They have OD cars. They got a 3-seater McLaren. They got a Ferrari. And I'm asking them like, how y'all get all this money? Like, how y'all do this? Like, they like, we do demonic rituals. I'm laughing. I'm like, no, you don't, bro. I'm like, how you get this money? Don't put me on. I'm trying to get like y'all. Like, nah, we do demonic rituals. I say, so what type of demonic ritual? He say, the Illuminati never talked to you. I'm laughing. I'm still laughing at him like, bro, you playing game. Like, why y'all playing with me? Stop playing. Like, how y'all getting this money? He like, bro, no, for real. Leonardo DiCaprio do all the initiation. I'm like, what? I'm like, who is that? What is you talking about, gang? He was like, he giving me a list of people who all did it. I'm gonna keep it PG-13. He was basically saying either you let them peg you or you do oral and you'll get whatever you want. Tell them what you want. If you want to be the next big actress, next big whoever, I can take you to somebody. And all you gotta let them do is just do what they want to do to you. Just for a night. Do some gay, basically do some gay. That's what he was telling me. I'm like, hell no, you playing, gang. You playing. So I'm still not trying to believe this. And he like, this when they get to laughing, they like, oh, we need to take him to the booty club. I'm like, man, stop playing with me, bro. He like, bro, I can make it happen. Now, while they doing all this, I'm trying to call my Uber. We on top of the mountain though. So I don't got no service. So I'm like, all right, I see which one needs to work on me. They take off. The people who booked me, they take off. Like I tell them, I'm like, all right, y'all can take me to y'all Korean barbecue. I'm telling them this because they was telling me, they was like, when I start calling my Uber, my flight was finna take off. So they was like, man, your flight finna take off anyway. Let us just get you a hotel and you can come get some food at our Korean barbecue. I'm like, at first I was like, nah. But then I ain't had no service to get downstairs. Get down the hill.
Right.
So I'm telling them, take me down to the bottom of the mountain. When I'm not telling them this, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna let them take me to the Korean barbecue. Then when we get down there, I'm gonna just call me an Uber and go. So I tell them, like, take me down to the Korean barbecue. They're like, okay, smooth, good, okay, boom. The people who booked me left. After they leave, I'm in the car with the other dude that they called up to have a photo shoot with me or take pictures, because he come up and he like to take pictures with celebrities to make him look like he was rich or famous. I get in the car with him in the 3-seater McLaren. This man, as we going down, see, on the way up, we go all the way up, like in the swivel, like all the way around the mountain.
Yeah.
On the way down, we take a right. So he not going the same way that we came up. So I'm like, what the hell? So then that's what I try. I'm like, okay. I'm like, take me to go get some McDonald's, gang. I'm like, Ishmael, I want to go get some McDonald's. He said, we're not going to take you to get no McDonald's. We spent all this money to get you up here. It's face change, gang. In front of me. You seen Venom? Like,
yeah, like
Spider-Man?
Yeah, from Spider-Man.
Kind of like that. It wasn't like OD, like long, like the veins OD long out his face. It was probably about this wide, like face change. I'm like, what the like? It's probably about like right here. Like, oh, kind of like the Sandman. Like how you'll see somebody morph into something.
Yeah,
it's like that. It threw me all the way off. So I'm confused now. I'm like, okay. I didn't know how to get out the car. I would have been got out the car. We in the 3-seater McLaren, so it's like a button you got to push to get up out of there.
Gotcha.
So he backing in. Now he backing into somebody driveway. He smack a mailbox. So now he hit the button and he get up out of there. He hit the button and get up out of there. I see the button. I'm getting up out of there too. I hit the button. Guess what? It's a mailman come out of nowhere. I run up to him. I'm like, hey, bro, let me get in the back of your truck. he looking at me like, what the hell? No. I look at him, I'm like, bro, just let me get in the back of your truck, bro. Like, please, just take me down to the bottom. Please, just take me down to the bottom. It was God. He took me down to the bottom. Like, if I were him, I wouldn't have took me down to the bottom. Some random trying to get in the back of my truck. Hell no. He took me down to the bottom, and I called an Uber, and I just left. The whole thing was just, I felt it in my spirit. As soon as I got up to the top of that mountain, it was something off.
Something wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've never seen no motion like that. Like, where I'm from, like, 100,000, that's smooth. Like, we hunt, that's hood rich. You get you 100,000, you up. 100,000, get you a nice car, a little spot, you good.
As you heard for yourself, they wanted Lil Tony to sell out for the fame and fortune. He claims they asked him, has the Illuminati talked to you yet? Which means the elite try and get you to sell out as soon as they can. People who come from little to no money are attracted to these things they never had. So it's normal for Lil Tony to say he almost gave in to the offer. He knew deep down that wasn't right. Oftentimes, people who get into the industry usually have some type of understanding of the occult and what they must participate in. He says that the guy he was talking to admitted that Leonardo DiCaprio was the one that does all the initiations. Some guy exposed the first party he seen Leonardo at. Check this out.
My first week in landing in Hollywood, Jeremy says, let's go to a party. He partied there. And we got back to the condo where I was living with Artie Robb, and there's a crowd of people. Also among them was a television star who I have named Emily Foster. I've redacted her name for reasons forthcoming. I'm downstairs smoking a cigarette, and I can't remember who it was, but one of the guys came down. They're like, dude, you got to see this. Something's happening in your room with Leo. And I'm like, what the f*** about? He's like, Emily Foster's getting off in your room. Now you got to just see this. So he drags me. I go walking up the stairs. And there's like a crowd of people outside my bedroom. There's a landing. And on that landing are about, I don't know, a group of people, whatever, 5, 6, 7 people. And they're gawking inside. And so I look around and I see Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's on his knees, and he's at the side of my bed. And Emily Foster is laid out on my bed, and she's and he's whispering in her ear, and everybody is watching her. Now, let me tell you something. Emily Foster was not an exhibitionist. Emily Foster was infatuated with Leo. She was also one of the biggest TV stars in the world at that time. If I dropped her name right now, I think everybody would know who she is. And I think, sadly, people would probably change their opinion of her in some way, or that it would affect in some way their opinion of her. And that's disturbing to me, because their focus is really on Leo in this situation. Because he had no interest in her. We had discussions about it because I thought it was from him, right? Previous to this, And so did others. I witnessed these conversations where we're like, Leo, dude, you're leading her on. He's like, no, we're not. We're just friends. And I'm like, bro, you're playing. This is. And then it culminates really on this night, Christmas night, where he literally coerced this woman into this humiliating act in front of everybody. It changed everybody's opinion of her, obviously. And to boot, in the corner, Scientologist Ethan Suplee, in the corner of my bedroom, with a camcorder recording the whole damn thing. So he's got this television star whose life, and I don't know if you remember the climate in the 90s, but in the 90s, dude, people talk about cancel culture today. People get away with everything today.
It looks like people were already seeing suspicious actions from Leonardo. I don't want to bash Leo, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's true that he's the initiator. Lil Tony said after that whole situation, he realized God was the one who helped him get out of it. So then he gave the glory to God. He also claimed that the guy's eyes started looking different and funny, like he was possessed. And I believe it. This is what these elites are a part of. They aren't themselves anymore, but something darker controls them. I'm glad that Lil Tony didn't sign his soul away, and I'm glad he had an encounter with God. I hope you guys watching see how real this spiritual stuff is. God has a plan and a purpose for everyone on this earth that he created, man. I pray you guys understand that things like this are normal in the industry, where people are into dark demonic rituals and dark demonic occult practices, and they live for this stuff, man, because it gives them some type of spiritual power, man, some type of energy, something that they are able to use to gain riches, gain fame, and all type of careers that they always dreamed of, man. This is a real battle we face daily. If you didn't know, your souls are very valuable. Every day we wake up, our souls are at stake, man. So get in tune to God's word, man. God bless.